weight we carry is love. Who can deny? In dreams, it touches the body. In thought, constructs a miracle. The warm bodies shine together in the darkness.
Each of us knows that a marriage is not created by a law or a ceremony. Rather, it occurs in the hearts of the two human beings. It grows out of love, caring, and sharing ourselves with one another. In witnessing the ceremony today, we are observing only an outward sign of inward union that already exists between Melissa and Brooks. This ceremony is a symbol of how far they have come together and a symbol of the promise that they will make to each other.
But we carry the weight, and so must rest in the arms of love at last. Must rest in the arms of love.
Melissa and I met about 16 years ago. This little girl pulling her little brother on a tube came up to Steve and asked if I would like to play with them. And little did I know, but in that moment I was about to gain the older sister I had always dreamed about.
Brooks has always been a determined soul from day one. He was my little buddy. He could do everything. I could do it myself, Mommy. I can do it myself. But that determined person, I've seen so much change in him. I've seen him do more in these 3.5 years for Melissa. He's a selfless person. Every time it's just, I want her to be happy, Mama. I do it because I want her to be happy. And y'all don't know, I raised a good boy. Melissa, he just loves you with all his heart and soul.
When Melissa loves someone, she does everything in the world to make sure that they're happy.
And I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, you're literally one of the most generous, loving, kind-hearted people I've ever known. Like Lauren just said before, when you love someone, you love them with your entire heart, with your entire being, and you give your entire self to someone else.
I always thought Melissa needed to be with someone with a good heart, just like the one she has. And she definitely found that with you.
I've seen the change in both of you. I've seen you guys die onto yourselves and really put the end goals forward. You guys are building a family legacy right now, and just the delayed gratification and the things that you're doing in your life right now, I'm so proud of you. And I know that God's got a lot in store for both of you in your futures, and it's gonna be beautiful.
This is the point in the ceremony when people talk about the wedding bands being a perfect circle, having no beginning and end. But we all know that these rings have a beginning. Something beautiful made from raw elements. Love is a lot like that. It comes from humble beginnings made of imperfect beings. It is the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. The promises which you have spoken to each other today are inscribed forever in your minds.
I, Brooks, choose you, Melissa, to be my wife.
I promise freely from this day forward to be worthy of your trust and deserving of your confidence, to be generous with my time, my energy, and love,
To trust you.
To be devoted to you in our life together.
To be devoted to you in our life together. These things I pledge before you, our friends, and our family.
And I just see so much change in him, and I'm just so proud of you today. I'm so proud of the man you've become, Brooks. You couldn't make us any happier.
I'm so happy and honored to be a part of this special weekend and in your life as Mr. and Mrs. Cheers.
My name's Clay. And for a long time, I was considered the love of Brooks' life. Before Melissa came along. Before he met Melissa, Brooks had his entire life planned out, and it was well known by everybody around us. His goal was to live in my basement and be my nanny for my kids during the day and play video games at night until he was good enough to go pro and move out on his own. When my wife and I started dating, she learned quickly that Brooks and I were a package deal. He third-wheeled on all of our dates, to Chili's and to the movies. I would sit in between the two of them so I could hold both of their hands.
Not only does Melissa have a heart of gold, but she's probably the funniest person I've ever known. And I know she looks tiny, but I'll put all my money she can eat out Brooks any day.
Thankfully, Melissa came along one day and saved my future marriage. I have so much love for both of these two, both as a couple and as an individual. I've told Brooks from day one that God really threw him an underhand pitch right down the middle, and if he was smart, he'd knock it out of the park. So cheers to your home run, buddy.
Therefore, it is my joyful responsibility to officially acknowledge your union as husband and wife. Brooks, you might now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to present to you for the very first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Brooks Fisher.
Wish them the best of a long, happy marriage together, and may God bless them and grant them safety and love and happiness.